Gentlemen, in this video today, I'm going to share with you how to overcome low self-esteem and finally reclaim your confidence forever. And I'm going to start this video off with a story of when I was 16. I was a shell of myself. I had very low self-esteem, the lowest point in my life. I had no confidence. I think I went through a big breakup just before this part of my life. And I noticed that I wasn't defending myself in conversations, in school, and stuff like that. So, put it all together. I was a shell of myself, had low self-esteem and confidence, okay? Then I was in a down and out. My friend told me, why don't you just look at yourself in the mirror for 5 minutes and see what comes out of it? And so I did exactly that. I went home that day after school and sat in front of the mirror. And at that time, my parents, in their main room, they had a big mirror in their room, and they weren't home when I got home that day. So I sat on the bed and I looked at myself in the mirror for 5 minutes straight. I looked at every single detail about what I wasn't happy with, externally and internally. Okay, I look back now and I think, okay, well, to look internally was pretty smart for my age. But however, anyway. So I looked at everything externally. I also looked at things I wasn't happy internally. And then I started coming up or creating actions or things I could do to fix all this stuff. Things that weren't in my control, things that were outside my control, and things that I could do. And I ultimately landed with, okay, if I can just do one thing, it would be to hit the gym. I was very skinny at the time as well. I was 60 kilos, skin and bones. So for me personally, I wanted to gain some muscle. And so I thought, okay, well, I hit the gym that same week. And through daily habits, through every rep in the gym, every session I committed to, every section I never regretted going to the gym. And then my confidence started building in every facet of my life. I started beating myself in the gym. I started seeing the value in progress. I started getting addicted to progress. And if you're going to be addicted to anything, you might as well be addicted to progress instead of substances and stuff like that, right? I have been addicted to that as well. That's a story for another video. However, I think if you take responsibility of where you're at in life, you take responsibility of disappointing yourself every single day, of not being able to get up on time, not having enough energy to spend quality time with the wife and kids when you get home from work, always emotionally eating if something goes wrong in your day, just because you've built a solid career and now you think you're entitled to then let everything else go in your life. It doesn't work like that, my friend. Work, your career, your business is just one aspect of life. If everyone could just focus on work and forget about everything else and go home and disregard most of the responsibilities to the spouse, to the kids, to the self, then it would be a pretty easy life, to be honest with you. So, but it ain't easy. And maybe that's the whole blessing in life, And so some practical things you could do exactly what I did. Look at yourself in the mirror for 5 minutes and be completely honest with yourself. Where you're at now, what you've been doing that's been contributing to the lack of progress, to the lack of confidence, to the lack of self-esteem. And what can you do starting today to improve that? Now, if you want to lose some body fat and you'd like me to help you, you can book a call in the link in the description below, and I can see if I can help you. If another priority of yours is to fix your brain fog, if another priority is to work on your relationships, then something could be like as soon as you get home each day, you put your plane on airplane mode. If that's the only way you see yourself doing this consistently, put your plane on airplane mode and go talk to your wife for 5 minutes and genuinely ask how her day was, what she got up to, this and that. And that's another action item you could do. Another action item, if you're feeling low self-esteem socially or in the workplace or networking, or if you're lacking confidence with the opposite sex or anything like that, then what are some daily items that you can start doing that can help build the reps and ultimately build the confidence on a daily basis? Because once you have confidence, you need to keep it as well through daily action, through your habits, through your routine. Once you have it, it can disappear as well. So you need to have good habits in place. Let's go.